Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So the sun is now officially at 5 degrees of Virgo. Yay! Out of that square because we're within a 4-degree orb of Uranus. Okay, so we're going to be feeling a little bit less of those random curveballs thrown in our direction, random redirection. Okay, squares are always opportunities of growth. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. And Venus is now at 3 degrees of Leo and working out of that opposition with Pluto. Thank goodness. Okay, there could be some towers with relationships, could be some towers with money. Hold tight, okay? Because by tomorrow, it's going to start feeling a lot better, okay? I do want to note that the moon at sunrise was still in that square with Venus, working out of that square with Pluto. So we still have a lot of that tower energy, specifically with the square that the moon's going through. So just remember to pause, okay? Scorpio wants to burn, okay? It is the phoenix, right? Burn everything to the ground and then rise up from the ashes. And it's not always best to do that. And, Scorpio is known to hurt itself in the process because it's kind of like a fuck it attitude. I'm just going to set everything on fire and walk away. Keep in mind, Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio, okay? So it's not always best to do that. You might find out later on that, I needed that and here I burn it to the ground, all right? So Mercury is working into its trine with Eris and Chiron. Mercury is now full speed ahead. We're going to hear a lot about those in power that hasn't done right by humanity, okay? With Mercury and Leo, you want to make sure that you're taking the time to listen. Mercury and Leo wants to be the one doing all the talking, okay? We have to exercise our feminine energy of listening, okay? That's going to help not burn everything to the ground, okay? Trust me. It's not always best to do that, okay? Now, Mars is at 13 degrees of Libra and working its way into its conjunction with Zeus. Now, the moon is going to be working its way into that trine. And keep in mind, the moon and Lilith are going to come and meet on Poseidon, okay? Now, in my Virgo new moon lunation update, I told you guys, tomorrow is when this is going to happen, okay? Mercury's going to be at 22 degrees. So we're going to have that 18 and 22. Keep in mind, yesterday, the moon started out at 22 degrees and there was pew pew, okay? There's been a lot of 18-wheelers and, okay, there's been a lot of accidents there. This 18-degree point, and then we're going to have Mercury at 22 degrees tomorrow, working more in that trine with Chiron and Eris. Like, there could be major upheaval, okay, because of those degrees. Like, I have found that numerology is just as important as the astrology, if not more, okay? So I'm just saying, tomorrow, and I said this in my Virgo new moon lunation update, let's just be prepared, okay? I'm praying it all goes well. I'm praying that I'm wrong about everything, okay? I am. So just don't end things just yet. Sit back, let towers come up if they're coming up. Don't try to prove your point. Don't try to be domineering, because this can be extremely domineering. This can be extremely domineering, okay? Even this. Lean more into this Mars of, is this truly balanced and healthy? Does this truly matter? Okay. Like I'm grateful that I have Mars in Libra. Like you can definitely feel its detriment sometimes because you don't want to take action unless everybody's going to be happy. However, it does save me a lot in the long run when it comes to truly burning things, okay? So, pause. Lean more into this, okay? Now, Jupiter is working its way. It's already in that trine with Poseidon, conjunct Kronos, trine in the North Node. And then come tomorrow, we're going to have these two meet there. And this is going to be fully activated. They're going to be sextile in the South Node. There's going to be a lot that's brought up. And we're building up to the eclipses. Now, there were some major things that happened yesterday besides the school pew pew. And my heart goes out to everybody involved in that. And I'm about to make a video about it. So stay tuned. All right. Pluto is still trining the Uranus, and they're still in a sextile with Neptune and Saturn. Now keep in mind, we got 3 more days, and then on the 1st, Saturn's going to retrograde back into 29 degrees of Pisces. So we're building up to the eclipses. All right. So give me one card for the energy for today, please. And also, Mars and Jupiter's square is going to become even more exact as we get closer to these eclipses too, okay? This feels like Mars juggling. Oh. Okay, so we get a lot of swords energy. And this feels like juggling. Okay, this makes sense. So, I get the 2 of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. And they're actually looking at each other. So there could be some going back and forth as far as conversations go, as far as emails, text messages is what I'm getting, okay? There could be some going back and forth, some argumentative energy. Walk away from that, okay? Rise above it, because right after that, I do have the King of Swords and then the 5 of Pentacles. Walk away from that, okay? Be mindful of your words. Just remember, nobody has power over you. And because of the energy that we're in, it's best to just pause. Like, I've gotten really good at just being like, is what I'm going to have to say going to fall on deaf's ears? And if it is, I'm just going to stay quiet. It's not worth it to me to bring this energy of being combative into any relationship when I feel like they're just not going to hear me. They're just not going to hear me. I'm just going to be like, okay, let it go. I lean a little bit more into that Mars energy. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm cutting people off. I'm just saying I'm learning who I can have those conversations with and who I can't. And sometimes we have to learn that. And things that are brought up, okay? Messages going back and forth. Maybe even things being said that could truly hurtful and make you feel like you truly want to walk away from everything. But that's not how healing happens, okay? We're wanting to heal, and it's 11:11. We're wanting to heal our words. We're wanting to heal our body. We're wanting to heal our relationships. So, in order for that to happen, you're going to have to see what's truly worth saying and what's not. Specifically with this Mercury in Leo. Mercury in Leo wants to be the one that does all the talking. So if you're unconscious with your energy, you could be cutting people out because maybe you just need to listen. Maybe people just want to be heard. But it's vital to learn and see, can you even have the conversation? And if you can't, just let it go. All right? I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well. And I'll be back for another update tomorrow. Bye.